Domo, welcome everybody. We're back with Vivid Stasis. Yippee! So yes, Domo Bucky, Domo Pac-Mine, Domo Low Gator, Domo Moonlit Wolf, Domo Arditto, the Domo Robotic Ape. Yes, hello, welcome everybody. We are back with the rhythm games with the puzzles and things in them. We shall resume our music and puzzlings. We will do the musics first and then the puzzlings, because I know that's kind of where we left off last time. Like, we'll just jump right into it. Hope everyone's having a good weekend so far. Get your sniffers out of the way. Like, yeah, we'll start with a level 1 song just to warm up, and then we'll jump straight into a level 9 song. Great idea, right? But yeah, if you got alert because you gotta eat foods or do your laundries or wash your dishes or something, by all means, Go ahead. I'll be doing the beep boop musics.
Can you still hear the song of the cosmos?
I could just hear from the notes that on higher difficulties, this is pain Pecco. I could just hear it. They're like, nah, in the level 1, you could just sit there. And maybe hit a note sometimes. But hey, assuming I don't fuck this up, I'll get a full combo and full critical on my first try. Of course, the worms in my brains are just like, give me more notes. Give me the beep boops. Come on. I know you got them. Quit hoarding the notes. Gimme. All critical. Okay, cool. It's over. What is the most scared you've been while playing a video game? The most scared I ever was playing a video game. Two things come to mind. One is Doki Doki Literature Club, because I went into that completely blind. I just so happened to have played it before it exploded and went viral. Ooh, B+. Nice. So that was definitely the first, that was one of them. But even before that, there's a game called Dandelion. And in that game, it's like, you're basically a girl dating a bunch of good dudes. It's an otome game. It's by the same people that made, Mystic Messenger. If you're familiar with that game. It's like, it was one of the games they made before Mystic Messenger. And the thing is, so, you know, being a visual novel, there's good endings and bad endings. It's those, stat-raising kind of visual novels. You know, if you make the bad choices, you get the bad ending. And one of the routes was scary, not because the guy did anything crazy, like, ooh, I'm gonna kidnap you and stab you or whatever crazy yandere shit. No, he actually broke the game. Because you would be like, okay, since it's, you know, stat-raising game where you're, like, managing your time and shit, it's like, I'll go to this place and do this thing. In the guy's bad ending, he literally fucks up your entire schedule and will literally just appear on the screen and be like, no, you're gonna spend time with me today and nothing else. And then he goes yandere and kills you. You know. But I remember that scaring the heebie-jeebies out of me, being like, ah, he's breaking the game! Unfortunately, now the whole game breaking thing is no longer a novel concept. Oh, come on, I totally hit that. So it's like, it doesn't shock me anymore. In fact, literally by the time Bravely Default 2 came out and did that, I was already desensitized. It's like, oh, hey, the final boss will, like, mess with your interface. Ooh, isn't that scary? And I was like, I literally just played Undertale, dude. Because I played it, like, right after playing Undertale. It's still neat, but I do know for a while we were going through, like, a meta phase. It does seem, though, like we're kind of out of it now. I mean, we still have stuff like Me-Side, but that's more of a making the meta the plot. You know what I mean? Which I think is actually good in the sense that you're being more creative with the writing. Like, okay, the crazy yandere robot knows about you, but what does that mean? Like, how does that affect the story if they know about you? Like, seeing concepts like that is interesting, because people tend to portray it differently. Ooh, woo. Like, for example, You and Me and Her, which is an excellent visual novel, by the way. That's another one that probably... It didn't, like, scare me, but it did creep me out a little bit, because that one also, like... The one of the love interests, like, breaks your game. Yes, I agree. You and Me and Her needs more attention. Should have been huge. I agree. It's so underrated. Like, if you like Doki Doki Literature Club, or any other, like, or Me-Side, or any of those, I very strongly recommend it. It's even better than those, really. Yeah, it's pebbles in comparison. It's like, part of the reason why Doki Doki Literature Club scared me back then was because I don't like jump scares. So what really made me paranoid more than anything else was all the jump scares making me on edge. That's really what got me more than anything. But now that I've played more horror games and stuff again, it's like it doesn't hit as much. So it's one of those things where it's like, oh, baby's first horror game. Baby's first meta-breaking game. Ooh, spooky. I have to go find 2 more locks, apparently. Yeah, Edge. Nah, I highly recommend it. It is, a hentai, so I will warn you about that, but it's a good hentai, so just play with the door closed. Make sure nobody walks into the room. Headphones on. But it's a hentai that takes the concept of being a hentai very seriously. Right, I solved this last time. Yeah, Steam version has it off by default, so if you don't even want the hentai scenes, you can just keep it off. Like, if you wanted to stream it, because I think people have streamed it. Alright, I think what threw me off last time was... this. This is where I got stuck last time, because I did that other puzzle, the one with the numbers on them. And I noticed the numbers, the 110. In fact, as I'm staring at this now, actually, something I didn't realize last time is I'm seeing words from last time. Like, you know how you have to put in words for things? So, actually, I might have to pull up fucking MS Paint again. I might have to screenshot this, because I think this is a word puzzle, like a crossword. So let me take a screenshot of this, and we'll put this in Paint. Because I was thinking about it, and I was like, I saw the 110, and I actually looked back in the VOD, and I was like, where have I seen that? And it was because one of the passwords was uniform 011. So I was like, wait a minute, that's got to be related. Like, funny enough, like, people have been watching my VODs for this game, which is great. I appreciate you guys watching the VODs. I tell you guys to, if you can't catch my streams, you can watch my VODs. All right, let's go to full screen. Let's get Paint open. Okay. So, I'm going to say what I'm supposed to do is cross out any patterns or words I notice. Like, I see the 110, fill it in. Like, I'm gonna take a guess and say if I cross all these words out, it's gonna spell something. That's just a guess. I see crosser. I remember crosser being a word. A lot of them are backwards, I noticed. It's like, normally when you do a crossword, it's not, the backwards doesn't count, but I keep seeing them. Like, I see protection. There was error protection. I see detection. It was like error protection, error detection. What else was part of the passwords? I should have, when I was looking back, I should have reviewed. That probably would have helped me. But yeah, uniform. I think in general, if I see backwards words, I should just cross it out. I can always undo if I mess up. Ego, Iris, I remember that one. Okay, that's before it all. I see star. Well, that might, was star a password? Was star a password? Who we were was a password. Star might be the answer, actually, if that's the only word that's left, unless that was used before. I don't remember. Ooh woo. Double Road Dog, welcome. How you doing? As you can see, I'm trying to solve this puzzle, and oh, thank you for the follow. Arigatou gozaimasu. Did my alert not go off, or did I just not hear it? I don't know. I know nothing. So what other words can we spell? I see 11. I remember 11 being a password. Was star a password? Oh, I don't remember if star was a password. I think Toofy was a password for something. It sounds familiar. What else? I think star was a password for something. I really want to say. Oh, an error. There's error. I kept looking at the N and I was like, N-E, but that doesn't spell anything. And then I kept going and I was like, oh, error. I kept saying error. Okay. I think star's a password. I really want to say that. It looks familiar. Because now we're stuck with AMREPYHAIN. And just assuming that we continue the pattern of them all being fucking backwards. Because I think I could see this throwing people off is the fact that they're backwards, but again, the part of the reason why I'm able to do puzzles like this is because I have a lot of experience. Like I grew up doing a lot of puzzles, and I have like most of the Professor Layton games and everything. So, and crossword puzzles I like as well. That's another thing I did when back in my youth. So if we just go backwards and go from right to left, because it does, I do see like hypermania. So I'm going to say that's the password. Hypermania. Hypermania. Got it. Okay. If not for those numbers, I probably would have been completely stumped. Because I was like, wait, I've seen those numbers. And it's like, wait, no, they're backwards. Everything's backwards. That's why I was stumped last time. That's what throws you off. You have to work backwards. Now, where was the exit again? It's like, oh yeah, I have to go find the exit again. I found it before, and now I forget where it was. I think it was all the way down, but I saw a lock. I don't know. Oh! Oh my goodness, thank you so much for 5 gift subs, Road Dog. Arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you. Wow, I really appreciate it. Oh hey, we got some regulars on there. I see we got Bucky and Robotic Ape on there, so congratulations, guys. As for the rest of you, either I'm assuming either you're lurkers or you just got lucky. Either way, congratulations and enjoy your emotes. But it's nice when I see like a familiar name got a gift sub. Yeah, Road Dog's a baller. Yeah, Double Aviator, I see you on the YouTubes. How you doing? Yeah, I saw something was blocked. Where was it? Or did I already walk past it? I'm so confused. Was this it? This button? Did I push it already? I'm already forgetting things. Now you got it right. It is Road Dog. Like Roadhouse, but a dog. But not really. It's more like Rhode Island. Without the island. Wait, I think it was this way. I think I'm finally figuring out where I need to go. This place is a maze. Yep, okay, I got it. Gate control. Okay, that's the second one. Alright. Cool. Poggers. Hella boss. Yeah, Doge from Rhode Island. Yeah. Thanks again. Alright, so. Now we got a computer room. Nice computers. Except not actually a Doger from Rhode Island. Yeah! Oh my. Exclusive or... If it was red or blue, I'd be like, is it math again? Because the red and blue seems to be reoccurring for math. Exclusive or... This might be for something else. Because I see... Because the only red and greens I've seen is the buttons. I don't know if that's related or not. I don't think I have enough information for this. Unless I'm wrong. Don't think you've ever been to Rhode Island. Here it's nice. Fair enough. Okay. Wait, hold on. Hold on. I see these little things. They might be related to the puzzle. Maybe. I don't know. It's like the last time I thought I thought the environment was telling me the answer. I was overthinking it. The dump, you've been there? Oh no. But I see 2 reds, 2 greens, 2 reds, a green, and a red. I should probably write this down. So red, red, green, green, red, red, green, red. I have no idea what that means yet. Maybe there's something else in the environment that'll give me a hint, but I am going to write it down just in case. Whoa! What's this? What's this? This looks important. Down, down, right, right, down, down, down. It's like up, down, left, right. Hold on, maybe if I try from here. Down, down, right, right. 1, 2, 3, 4, right, right. Did I do anything? No? I might have to come back to this. I might have to remember this. I'm like, is it the Konami code? But nah, it's like the Konami code, something like up, up, down, right. I'll write this down as well. So down, down, right, right, down, down, left, left. Okay, I wrote that down in case that's related. Is that the same number of things as the code? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 10 inputs. How many is the other one? 2, 4, 8. No, I don't think it's related. It might not be related. Dolly, welcome. How you doing? Alright, what's up here? We got trees. There's a park? The park is dark. Alright, we got a save point. We got a little cute heart lake. Any codes or passwords or anything? Like, hello? I'm not seeing anything yet. I see bushes and rocks. But I'm looking for, like, envelopes, because the envelopes have the puzzles on them. Or at least get some buttons to push. Need to push some buttons. To unlock things. Like, it's so dark. I can't see. It's too dark. Okay, here we go. Here's an envelope. Lock P question mark HTML. Lock P. That sounds familiar. Wasn't that story related? Right. No, that was for one of the older puzzles. Oh shit. That was when I had to type in the HTML and I had to look through the document. Let me look at my search history. Where was that? It was Shrine Report. Shrine Reports. Ultimation! Ultimation. Yeah! Okay, that one was easy. That was an easy one. Because I was like, wait a minute, there was a part where I had to do... I was either going to do that or the Rudicent one, or however you pronounce that. That was going to be my other answer, because there was like two different things. But no, I remember I had to open up my browser for that shit. No, I remember that. Oh, Domo Devi.Nova, welcome, how you doing? You're in the game? Where are you? As you can see, I'm trying to solve these puzzles. At least I found that one. I don't know if there's any other... You're doing pretty well, that's good. Yeah, it's like someone from the JP fan server or something was here. As well, it's like we've got an interesting group of people show up that enjoy this game. So welcome. Hello. How you doing? Let's see. I think I gotta like completely backtrack. I don't see anything else around here. I don't see any other splitting paths. It seems pretty linear. Alright. So is that other lock the only other one I have to unlock? This button? You're in the game as a special thanks, and you worked on Mysterious Trigger with 4 other people as Lone Star. Ooh, nice. Cool. It's saying I need, like, 2 more buttons. I don't know where that would be. I know these gotta be important somehow for that puzzle. I'm just not sure what it means. I wrote it down. Because it says exclusive or... What does that mean? Well, it can't be letters. You should totally play the song when you can. It's in Song Shop. Yeah, I gotta look that up, totally. Maybe after I figure out this puzzle. Alright, I'm thinking about it, and there's no way this can be a word. It's probably numbers. If it's exclusive or... Maybe it's binary. That's all I can think of, because... I don't see how numbers would apply here. So, not number, letters, because usually the passwords are words. But here, I don't think that's the case. It's gotta be numbers. But there's obviously no other thing, so it's gotta be like, binary's the only thing I can think of. So, if it's exclusive or... I don't know if it's gonna be, if you match it up, it's a 0, or okay, so, I think that's gonna be the trick, is, if it matches up, it says exclusive or, maybe if I was in the programming, I know what that means. I'm going to assume if they're the same color, maybe it's 0, because it excludes it. When I think exclude, I think subtract. So, since I wrote the first one was red, and the first one's red, I'm gonna say 0, 1, 0, let me make sure I'm not losing my place. Fourth one's green, so 0, and then 5th one is R, so they're different, so 1, 0, because they're the same. 0, 1? Did I line that up correctly? I think I lined that up correctly. Is that it? Okay! Cool. I got it. Ah, Double Cosmic, welcome. How you doing? I've just been solving puzzles here. How you doing? I bought all the, songs. You're getting it a lot faster than most people I've seen blind. Yeah, no, it's like, I keep telling people, like, I've played, like, Professor Layton and stuff before, so I have a background playing puzzle games. So I'm familiar with A1Z26, for example. This is eluding me. I have no idea what this is. What is this? People, I've even seen the YouTube comments being like, "How did you solve that already?" So, I'm wondering what the arrows are for. It's obviously going to take me to the final lock. Yeah, it's the Saturday rhythm game. Wait. This seems important. Like, there's a rectangle here, and that looks the same, right? This looks like this. So, is this my starting point? Because I tried doing it here. So, yeah, like, it is a really funny sentence. Yeah, no, we have gotten to the point where they revealed to us that the World Keeper and the regular or whatever their names are. I'm blanking on their names. It's like Dawn and all that. They already revealed to us at this point in the story that they're all split parts of Saturday. We did reach that part of the story already. But we only got as far as them revealing that. We haven't gone much farther than that. Okay, so I did write down the directions. So let me try here, because the tiles are the same, so this might be my starting point. Otherwise, I have no idea. Okay, so down, down, right, right, down, 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 left, left. Oh, thank you for the follow. Arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you. Hello, welcome. Did that do it? I don't know if that did it or not. I didn't hear any noises. Did I write that down correctly? I thought I did. Yeah, 4 downs. Oh! Did I go down one too many times? It reminds you a bit of Undertale. Yeah. Okay, so I did have the right idea. I must have gone down one too many. Whoops. Oh, well, it's okay. Okay, I did have the right idea. Okay, okay. I got it. Yay. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Whoops. Take me back. Well, actually, let me go find that song you mentioned. No, not the shop. I bought all the songs in the shop. You said Lone Star. Was it... I'll look under all songs. It might be in there somewhere. Or... Of course I'm gonna confuse myself. Maybe... Yes. If you said it's in the shop. Lone Star... Domo Murray, welcome. How you doing? Not seeing it. You're alright? Why is Saturday a potato? 'Cause. I'm doing good, thank you. Oh yeah, I've been wooing for a while now. Oh, it's Mysterious Trigger. Okay. I thought you said it was called Lone Star, so I was confused. Oh, Lone Star's the musician name. Oh, I got confused. My bad, I found it. Okay. I thought it was the name of the song. Ooh, nice fade in. Oh boy, flashing lights, yay! Epilepsy warning reminder. Ah. I got messed up on the speed. Ah. Yeah, I lost the combo. I lost the sauce. It's okay. I mean, really only losing your combo is bad if you have a challenge bar, so don't worry about it. Okay, there we go. So what are we talking about? Okay, so Lone Star's collective name of the 5 of us that made the song. Yeah, you guys did a good job. I like that one. It's like, of course the tempo change threw me off a little bit, but that's okay. It's like, have you know, sometimes doctors prescribe LSD for constipation with expectation that you'll hallucinate a dragon and crap yourself. Now you have no. Amazing. To have no is to have truth. Yes, true. Believe. I didn't return a shopping cart. When did that happen? Oh yeah, Double Deadly Kiwi, welcome. How you doing? But yes, hello. I'm like, I need to drink some water. I'm thirsty. Okay. Good song. Very good song. Alright, now I shall go through whatever this is. Me tired, me eep. Yeah, I know this is late for you, Pork Roll, so thanks for sticking it. You rest well. The funny rhythms part in the third drop section is your fault. That was all composed. Ah, okay. Fair. Nah, it was still cool. So yeah, let's see what I gotta do over here. Yeah, Kyotsu... I don't know how to read that. Kyotsu Gyeon did sound design for it too. Okay, cool. Yeah, nice. Domo Spooky, welcome. Yeah, if I caught someone playing Peek, I thought this game is generally in my... Yeah, no, we've been getting into the meat and potatoes of it. Welcome, how you doing? It's like, we got up to the part where all the Saturdays are split parts of herself. We're at that part of the plot. Yeah, Pet Kitty. I don't know what Taffy ran off to, but we can enjoy him in spirit. A large gate stood in front of us. Alright, I'm pretty sure the core is right behind here, but, in front of the door was a large lock with a screen on it. I walked over to it. Double Couch Potato, welcome, how you doing? Yeah, you've been good, hope you've been good too. Yes, I have. Well, I've been having a good weekend so far. I thought it would be hectic because it's Labor Day weekend, but it's actually been pretty tame. Ooh. It says verifying synchronization of subject to access shutdown box. And there's a button that says test. Figures, of course it wouldn't be that easy. I turned back to look at her. Do you know what this thing is asking us to do? Yeah, I think so. Looks like it wants to test us against our trauma over Suki's death. I'm good, just chilling. What? Why? Well, we're the subject, remember? We were the one placed in the Dustbreaker to treat our trauma about her death. Looks like it doesn't want to give us the time of day about how we can get out of here until we've proven to it that we've overcome the trauma. Damn it, Dad. Your trauma machine is a pain in the ass. Tell me about it. I exhaled. Okay, I guess. We have to hit the test button. Do you know what it's gonna do? I have absolutely zero idea. I've never been able to get in here before. Great! Well, here goes nothing, I guess. I walked over to the device and hit the test button. and a loud whirring noise filled the room, and then... Oh god! Level 0? Hello? Hello? What is this? Hello? Oh my god. Oh my god. What's happening? Oh my god. What? What? How? Oh my god, I can't... Ah! Help! What is this? Help! Yeah, this is trippy as fuck. Ah, god, I know not to hit the black notes. God damn it. Ah. But it's so trippy. How? Dizziness warning? Question mark? Yeah, did Saturday drop acid? At this point, probably. Good thing this doesn't have a challenge bar. I would have failed like 2 seconds in. I'm like, this is a troll. This is like trying to play E. Or whatever the official name of that meme song is. I'm sure with enough practice and memorization, someone could actually play this song decently, but I'm just, like, completely lost. I'm trying my best. Help! This is the only song Theo has ever made. No one knows who they are? Oh my god. Yeah, it's like, who are you? Why did you make this? It's like, my guess is that it's a made-up name, and the developers were just like, yeah, we're just gonna make a song that just, like, fucks your brain. Just throws it in the fucking washing machine, go brrrr. Yeah, it did take me a second to realize it was inverted. Yeah, exactly. It's like, makes a frantic song, refuses to elaborate, leaves. Oh my god, both sides are inverted. Oh god. Ow. Ah. I can't comprehend what's happening. Probably a good thing someone redeemed the uwu face because it accurately portrays how I'm feeling right now. God, I can't wait for my score to come up and be like, bro, what the fuck? What happened out there? This is turning into the equivalent of Luigi wins by doing nothing. What's happening here? Good lord. Cool, it broke. Wow, I love how I got an achievement for that and it's blank. Like, yeah, that was the most sung of all time. When I came to, I was inside a small room with a large, glowing machine in the center. I sat up. Storyteller sat next to me against the wall. Good morning. Ugh, how long was I out? Well, you woke up about 3 minutes after me. I don't know how long I was out for. Time is frozen in the sim layer, remember? Right, forgot about that. So where are we? Inside the Dustbreaker's core. I carried you in here after I woke up outside the gate. The lock was removed. So, did we pass the test? What did I even do? I have no idea. Me neither, girl. But I don't think it would have unlocked if we hadn't passed by whatever margin you consider that to be. Trying my best? I sighed and sat up. Well, the room was small in diameter, the ceiling was quite high, and in the center of the spherical room sat a large, glowing pedestal whirring non-stop. So then, that's the Dustbreaker's core? Seems like it. How exactly is this thing supposed to tell us how we can get out? On the other side, there's a little screen. I haven't messed with it too much yet, but it seems to be a control panel for the Dustbreaker. Ah, thank you for the follow. I got so much. Welcome, Domo. Welcome, hello. The entire Dustbreaker? That's a good find. I wouldn't get your hopes up, knowing how strict EDEP is about permissions. True. I stood up and walked over to the screen. Oh, Jesus Christ, there's a lot of buttons. Yeah, I think the shutdown function is listed under the System Management tab. Let's see. It's like, just, do Control-Alt-Delete. System Management. Shutdown! There it is. Should I press it? I mean, you could try. Just works, that'd be great. Won't be that easy. Okay, here it goes. I tapped the button labeled Sim Layer, Eject, and Shutdown. It brought up another tab. It looks like there's another menu. Well, it explains the thing. I'll read it. This is your other favorite part. Oh boy! To shut the Dustbreaker off from inside, first you must eject the subject and any other inhabitants from the sim layer and return them to their original layer. Wait, huh? Wasn't the whole point of the Dustbreaker that it wasn't actually moving their entire minds into the simulated world? Yeah, I'm really not sure what's going on here. Oh! Huh, what is it? I think I might know. Hold on, let me think. Keep reading for now. Okay. Once the simulator inhabitants have been ejected, they will be stored in memory temporarily. From here, the subject can press the shutdown switch to shut off the sim layer and finish the transfer to the original meta layer. So it's something like we have to first eject them, and I'll bring everyone here? Or at the very least somewhere where we can access the same control panel. I probably wouldn't be between space then, since the void is not exclusive to the Dustbreaker and exists outside of every world. I'm guessing it's a smaller temporary simulated environment. To begin the eject procedure, please tap the scan button to allow 1028 to verify the subject's identity. Ah, bingo. I'm Bingo, what's his name? Oh. I looked over at her and she stood up and walked over to me. Did you figure something out? Sure did. I figured out why the shutdown sequence doesn't match how Dad designed the Dustbreaker. I stepped aside and she fiddled around with the control panel until she found an about page. Ah, of course. Take a look. She pointed at the part of the screen that read, Adaptive System Framework 1028 Uniform 011 Controlled. I remember the uniform code! I remember it! This thing adapts depending on the situation thanks to the godforsaken 1028 AI, which means that the conditions for exiting changed after we were put into the Dustbreaker and the situation became what it is. Exactly. God, of course that day at the gym is stupid AI into this thing. Those dang AI! With their Ghibli filters and trapping people in meta layers. I mean, hey, I guess it does its work well. It keeps us alive even despite how much went wrong. True, but check this out. She went back to the shutdown menu and tapped the scan button. Wait, now? What about... Oh. An error popped up on the screen. It read, wavelength mismatch, 1.66 PB data discrepancy. Data discrepancy? Of course it wouldn't be that easy. God damn it. Mind explaining? Okay, so you know how big a human brain is? I think it depends on the size of the guy. Storyteller laughed. No, not that kind of size. I mean in data. Human brains are just electrical interpreters. Everything we take in and remember can be measured in data size. Yeah, we're like petraterabytes or some shit. Oh, I'd have no idea then. Alright, so it's around 2,500 terabytes. When we put in the Dustbreaker, our data was split. Something like you and I each got 850 terabytes, and Suki and Dawn each got 400 terabytes. What? How does that make sense? I struggle to believe that any of us could function without at least, 99% of the 2,500 terabytes. Good question. My running theory is that our minds, though separated by the severance of emotion, are still connected. Explain why Dawn is empowered by your belief in her ideal, even though you're different people in Layer 0. Or why I was able to replace Dawn's memories back into her after the World Keeper ejected them in the severance. She looked back at the terminal. Notice the amount of data that's not matching? 1.66 petabytes, or 1660 terabytes. I finally understood what she was getting at. That stuff Don was talking about was becoming whole again. It needs all of us to be in one body or mind again before we can leave, right? Yep. Now, convincing me to join your mind won't be hard at all. Suki will be difficult, but it's possible. Don, on the other hand, is the real trouble here. Wait, why would you join my mind? What's going to happen to you? Aren't you the original Saturday? What Comes Next is one of your favorite songs probably ever? Oh boy. Ah, my boogies. Okay. We're all the original Saturday. I'll still exist, just as part of the mind of Saturday, just like how it was before we entered. That isn't fair. I should be the one to join your mind then. You're the one who's been trying to get to this point. I'm just the body of the original. The storyteller put her hand on my shoulder. You ever played Dramatical Murder? Look, this dude put his consciousness in a dog. You're the one who's lived through every cycle. All 8,266 of them. You've been through hell and back, died and come back to life thousands of times. If you joined into my mind, all of that would cease to be real. You don't deserve that. Don't undersell yourself, goddammit. Without you, none of this would have been possible. I don't want to see you go. You shouldn't have to go. Saturday, I'm not going anywhere. I'll be with you from now until the end. Not the end of the Duskbreaker, but the end of our life. We aren't supposed to be separated like this. This is how it should be. I walked forward and fell into her arms, hugging her tight. I cried. Okay. Thank you. So, how do we have you join my mind? I noticed this earlier. It's under the wavelength matching menu on the control panel. She navigated to the menu and pointed at the button called Data Merge. She pressed it. Looks like it wants the wavelength of the data to be copied over first, so I'll tap the button here. She tapped the button labeled Accept Data. The screen changed, now requesting the wavelength of the data that will receive the merged data. You're up! Yeah. I stepped in front of the terminal and tapped the Accept button. The screen changed. It now had two buttons that needed to be pressed by both wavelengths. I looked over at Storyteller. She was clearly nervous. I don't have to do this, Now! Slammed her index finger down the button and didn't release it. So instead of interpretation, I did the same. It's like, no think, must merge. A loud whirring filled the spherical room, and the process began. Ah, here we go. Oh, wow. Let's go. Oh boy! Time to download! Like, stop bouncing around! These bouncy little notes. Like little bouncy jelly beans. Domo Astriel. I'm not sure if I'm saying your name correctly. I see you on the YouTubes. Welcome. How are you doing? Better to be late than never. Yeah, it's like, I see you're not the only one that loves this song, Spooky, but a lot of people seem to like this song, apparently. Oops. Of course the speed change messes me up. Speed changes always mess me up. Wow, that's it. Ooh, sparkly. It's like this song is just really good. What could we say? Yeah. It's like I've been seeing your comments on my VODs, Astral. So thanks for watching the VODs and welcome. How you doing? I felt my feet touch ground on similar soil again. Or familiar soil again. God, I can't read. Once again in the midst of a one-sided firefight. Did you miss me? Dawn, having realized that the culmination of her villain monologue was a severe anticlimax, kept fruitlessly pulling the trigger. Suki looked on with an unreadable expression as blood soaked through my clothes before they repaired themselves, my wounds closing as fast as she was making them. Just imagine her stabbing me, just stabbing us. Why won't you die? Bullet after bullet penetrated my skin. I didn't feel a thing. Took about 10 seconds before she was finally too exasperated to pull the trigger. Oh, my devil trigger. How the fuck are you? What? She spoke in shaky breaths. The once confident girl was now timid and bemused. Suki, too, was bewildered by what was happening. Yeah, rude, just filling us with bullet holes. Sudod's confusion was replaced by unadulterated rage. Don't fuck with me! She made a show of pulling the trigger again, aiming clean for the head. It's about as effective as the previous dozen times she tried to kill me in the past minute. Why the hell are you still here? How are you standing? Why is the cycle not reset? Yeah, that's the trick. Gotta do a little DBZ fusion dance. She hasn't realized it yet. I gave her time. Another bullet flew out, but this one was a narrow miss. I'm not sure if she was intentionally doing it or if she was just too consumed by anger to aim properly. Why are you still alive? You've been shot multiple times and you know how much and you know so much about your sister's death, and yet we're obviously still on 8266. Are we? I wonder. I could visualize the gears turning by the look changing behind her eyes. She was putting the pieces together in her head, though she wasn't quite ready to admit to herself how powerless she was. Suki's just watching the fireworks unfold as she processed all of this information, and I couldn't blame her. You're not layer 0 anymore, are you? I was silent. Oh god, you're not even layer 1! A smile crept across my face. I could help but feel a sense of, Schneidenfraud, seeing the girl who was so adamant in killing me and resetting the cycle realize how powerful she was now. Like, You know, the combo's still on the screen? You're right, it's still on the screen! Fuck! I did notice that, but the fact that you pointed it out, I'm like... That means what it means, doesn't it? I gotta get ready, don't I? Like, I gotta brace myself, don't I? But of course she was powerless. She didn't have access to the fourth dimension. She didn't have you. As Dawn experienced the stages of grief, I transcended my reality, synchronizing with myself experiencing the lives of thousands of different Saturdays. Each with lives so similar to mine, yet each ultimately cut tragically short by a feud between my self-appointed protectors. It was a sombering realization, but an empowering one, now that I had the tools to shape my own future. Yeah, you also hear Dama Astral. Yeah, by all means, whether you want to watch me on, the YouTubes or the Twitch, pick your poison. I dual stream on both, because it just works better that way. So welcome. I was finally a version of myself that I could be confident in. Thanks to her and thanks to you. And I won't let our dream go unfulfilled. Ah! I do not anticipate it, and I still didn't, Yeah, it's okay. We'll live. There's no challenge bar, so I'll live. Oh my god! What's happening? Taffy, now is the worst time to try and sit on my lap. Taffy? Taffy, no. Taffy, no! I gotta pause, sorry. Taffy has decided he's going to invade Sorry. He literally pushed everything aside to sit on my lap. He's a pushy boy. Taffy, I swear to God, don't knock my shit over while I'm trying to do this! Ah! Dang! That cycle count, man! That shit's too damn high! Ooh. Okay, I got it. Hey, the combo disappeared. Does that mean I'm done? Alright, fine, Taffy. Now you can have your pet, because you're a spoiled little boy. You're so lucky that didn't have a challenge bar on it. You're so lucky I'm going to scratch your butt. Yeah, if I could hand off Taffy to you, Cosmic, I would. I would. From's original. Yeah. Like, stop motion, my beloved. Yeah. I do like me some stop motion. Dawn staggered back. Any and all energy had evaporated from her after millions of cycles. She began to sob. God fucking damn it! I walked over to her and kneeled down. You're not a bad person, Dawn. I understand. Yeah? What makes you think you can understand what I've been through? What makes you think that? Well, for one, you are literally part of me. Piss off! I extended a hand to her. Let's go home. Together. I looked over at Suki. She seemed to understand and nodded. But Dawn didn't take my hand. She slapped it away and stood up. Her eyes still full of tears. Like hell I'm going home with any of you. Stop being so today, Dawn. Spicy baka. Dawn rematerialized her pistol and pressed a button on it. The holster switched around and the end of the gun took the form of a knife. This is only going to end one way, Saturday. You realizing that you don't need her, and I will do anything to achieve that. She swung her gun knife down beside her, creating a fissure in the air. I'll be seeing you soon. She walked into her self-made portal and disappeared. Suki rushed over to me. Are you really Saturday? Yeah, just a little more whole than I was before. You're gonna need to fill me in on what's going on. Don't worry, I will, but we need to make a truce. I can't fight both of you. I think I've only got 1 million cycle battle in me ever. Yeah, that was definitely a 1 in a million fight. It's like, oh boy, I love rhythm game boss battles. That's why I liked Hi-Fi Rush so much. Yeah, I don't have any reason to attack you at this point. Suddenly the ground around us began to shake. What's going on? Dawn, what the hell is she doing? The night sky above us turned a violent shade of red. Parts of the terrain around us began to glitch out, and a large rock monument destabilized began rolling down the hill towards us. Quick! Grab Allison! Go! Right! I rushed over to wake up the still unconscious Allison. Despite having Storyteller inside me now, I wasn't any more physically fit. Come on, Allie! Wake up! Wake up! Allison's eyes fluttered open. Hey, what's... Her eyes went wide when she felt the ground shaking. Ah! She saw Braid immediately, and I grabbed her hand and ran after Suki down the hill. Right behind us, the stone monument toppled down and landed right on top of the graveyard. Allison, Suki, and I stood at the bottom of the hill, gazing up on the now red sky. Saturday, what's going on? And she turned to look at me. What's with the new outfit? I mean, I like it, but what the hell is happening? I sighed. It'll take a while to explain, but I promise I will. Can you go see if the buses are still running? Yeah, hold on. Allison took out her phone and began to check. I walked over to where Suki stood alone, looking up. I know you're not the real Suki. Yeah, even still, I'm glad you're with us now. Yeah. I looked up with her. Dawn, she's hurting. I know she is. She really does a good job of making it feel like a climactic final chapter, doesn't she? Well, I would imagine the next chapter is the final one. Well, she is part of us, and we are huge nerds. Suki laughed and What must have been her first genuine laugh since she's been split off. You got me there. Tee-hee. Oh boy, tee-hees. Totally not ominous at all. I felt the tap of my shoulder and looked over to see Allison gesturing to her phone. Bus is still running. We should get back to Chio's as soon as possible. Agreed. Oh god, there's gonna be a lot to explain here. I also looked weirdly at Suki. Yeah, no kidding. We walked out to the bus stop. We finally had a way out, and I wasn't going to stop until we made it. Dawn staggered into her room, out of breath. She noticed the bed sheets ruffled as if someone else had used them, but didn't have the energy to be upset. She flopped onto the bed. Alright, Taffy, I spoiled you enough, okay? Goodbye, kitty. It's like, what is this? Some sort of final chapter part 1? Yeah, I could see that. I could see this having multiple parts. I was already anticipating if I don't finish this today, I'll finish this Tuesday, so don't you worry. My goal is to finish this before I go on break. Yeah, it's like, nah, I figured out what you were saying. It's like, oh no, minor spelling mistake. No! Is this the right thing to do? She said the words, but like every other time she thought them in the past 4 hours, she dispelled them immediately. No, I have to. I've come all this way just for this. She stood up and sat down at her desk, and opened a file folder in a computer that she hadn't touched in what felt like centuries. A folder called Ultimation. That was a code! That was a password! That was a thing! I know that word! You'll be here for the rest of the journey? Yeah, appreciate it, Spooky. Well, by all means, enjoy the show. Dawn double-clicked to start the application, and in a button labeled Start, the screen flashed. If they want to play with fire, then I'll give them a whole meteor shower. Uh-oh. That's not ominous at all! Ultimation. Date of corruption 12/30/2022. Time of corruption 11:59 p.m. Please wait for the designated time for the sim layer corruption to begin. Oh no! And that's the end of chapter 5. Alright, to chapter 6! Let's go! Wait, where do we, because file chapter parts 1 and 2 were reworked to be chapter 5 and 6 when the game fully released. Yeah, New Year's Eve. Yeah! Like, no, it became 6 and 7? So how many chapters are there? It's like, wait, how many chapters are there? Hey! Hey! Okay, so there's 7 chapters. Okay, so I still got a ways to go. Got it. You know, a voice calling for me? I started my dream a bit and saw a young figure fade into the horizon. It was my sister Suki. Are you gonna laze around all day? You're a bad friend, you know. Huh? Why? Your friends are working so hard for you, and what are you doing for them? Holding things up by taking a nap? Wait, a nap? What, Taffy? He's crying at me like, Mother, how dare you play video games instead of giving me attention? Yes, Sat, you're asleep. You're dreaming. Chapter 3 split into 3 and 4. 4 became 5. Final chapter part 1 became 6. And then part 2 became 7. Okay. Yeah, I already checked my posture when Taffy got off my lap. Because I had to readjust everything because, like, I had to push everything aside so he could sit on my lap. And not knock everything over. Like a butthead. How do you know? Come on, you know how I know, and it's the same way you know. Of course she was right. This was a dream, because my sister wasn't with us anymore. So wake up! Yeah, thanks for stopping by, Devi. Yeah, I don't want to. I'm going to stand here and tell you to wake up until you wake up. Suki always had this stubborn side to her, which in some ways made her the perfect big sister to myself. Hey, get up. Get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. Up and at him. Wake up. Yeah, hey. As the world of dreams faded away, I watched her shape float away from me. Her voice, however, continued to reverb through my ears. Alright, I'll stretch. Alright, chapter 6. Terminal journey. Eat. And I'll hydrate. Arachne coming out December. Look forward to it? Ooh, yeah, I'll definitely keep an eye out. Thanks. Up, you. Up. Saturday. Oh my god. Ugh. My eyes snapped open and I saw a familiar face staring down at me. You are literally the worst. What time is it? It's 2:34 p.m. Saturday. You know what 2:34 p.m. is? What? What is 2:34? It's 15 whole minutes after we were supposed to be leaving is what it is. Sorry, I had a weird dream. And I guess I just didn't want to leave. Hearing those words, Suki seemed to have understood and her demeanor softened up a bit. About your sister, I'm guessing? Yeah, it was just a dream, though. Nothing but a figment of my own psyche. Suki scoffed jokingly, trying to lighten the mood. Well, I'm a figment of your own psyche, so your wording hurts a little there, but I get it. I chuckled and stuff from the bed. Allison walked in. Oh, good morning, Sleepy Day. How nice of you to rise and shine at the ripe hour of 2:34 p.m. I gave her a friendly glare. Oh, can it? I heard enough from her already. You think I'm trying to appease Jaffe while reading this? Stinky boy. And it was all deserved, I'd like to think. Yeah, sorry for the delay. I'm ready to go now. Alright. We walked down the stairs of Chio's apartment for the last time and out onto the street, where Chio, Ari, and Kotomi were waiting. Yeah, good morning. Oh my god, I get it. Chio laughed. It figured she would have known I'd already heard more than my fair share of complaining from Suki and Allie. It's alright, we anticipated it. Ari has been keeping herself busy just fine. Oh, Galactic, welcome, how you doing? Oh god, not the brick! Ah! With what? Take a look for yourself. I walked over to the door of the car and looked inside to see Ari's thumbs at a frenzy on her phone screen. Yeah, I'm doing good, how you doing? I was inside, bought her that cat plush. Got addicted to noise sunlight. The game it was from. I laughed. She didn't notice. Wait, who's throwing bricks? It looked like a brick. That looks like a brick! Don't gaslight me! Yeah, it tracks. Anyway, are we all ready to go? No, not the bricks! Yep, pop in. Satsuki and I walked over to the back seat of Chiyu's rather large car. It had been a few weeks since everything that had happened at the Hachioji Cemetery. Kept ourselves waiting, anticipating an attack from Dawn. But it never come, which has led us to be even more suspicious of what she could be up to. After experiencing over 1 million cycles simultaneously, I had overclocked myself and was thrown out of my synchronization with Layer 2 by the Dustbreaker by EDP. I hadn't been able to access anything on Layers 1 or 2 since, which left us relatively powerless when it came to fighting back against Dawn if she showed up. I don't know what I'm talking about. What are you talking about? Or so we thought. Suki had come to my room sweating a few nights ago. Ah, Saturday! Alice and I jumped a bit. Neither of us were expecting a sudden intrusion. Yeah? What the hell's got you all riled up and, sweaty? I remembered something. I remember things all the time. What did you remember? Back toward a simulated world that allows light remote access to the Dustbreaker terminal. Wait, what? Okay, calm down and explain. Suki sat down in the oddly placed chair in the corner of the room and took a few deep breaths. So you know how the Dustbreaker only simulates Japan, right? Yeah. Tending hugs? Well, thank you. It's not absolute. There are a few spots where the simulation is naturally weakened at the absolute edges of the country. So like in Mind Blast when you go to the far place? I don't know anything it just said means. Like on procedurally generated video games, if you go far enough out into the infinite world generation, you'll hit an overflow. The game engine will stumble over itself trying to generate actual data. Yeah, it's somewhat the same principle here. Basically hacking into the Dustbreaker through a point where the security of EDP is much, much weaker. I frowned. Wait, if this was there the whole time, how come you didn't make a beeline for when you were flung into Zero Layer before? I was so out of it that what happened that honestly slipped my mind. What taffy? I don't know why he's being an excitable boy all of a sudden. I never really had any reason to think about hacking into the Dustbreaker since I was already at, or at the very least thought myself to be satisfied with my position on Layer 1. I guess that's fair, yeah. So where's this weak spot? Cape Soya, the northeasternmost point in Japan and Hokkaido. Now's how we ended up packing our bags to take a trip to Sapporo, a big city near the point Suki had mentioned. I glanced out the window as the countryside flew past us. When you think about it, this whole journey has just been one long road trip from the bottom of Japan to the top, huh? Well, what do you mean? On the simulated history, we lived in Tadikashima, which is really close to the southernmost point of the country. They went up to Kagoshima for the summer, and out to Tokyo for the fall. And now we're going up to Sapporo for the winter. I guess so, yeah. Well, it's more like every time you got back to Tokyo, you loop back to Tadikashima and repeat that 8,266 times. Now we're going to Sapporo to finish things once and for all. I laughed. So much has changed. I don't know how to feel about it all, but things feel like they're starting to be right again, if that makes sense. How so? Well, for one, storyteller and I being one again. Obviously, I feel like I regained a part of myself because, well, I did, but feels like I'm starting to see the world for what it truly is. I guess I can understand that. Like the pill analogy. Sure, staying in Wonderland would be great. You never have to face stuff head on, so your life is way more consistent. The idea that I represent. Yeah, and on the other side of things, forcing yourself to charge into the ugly truth, putting yourself at so much more risk of harm for a greater sense of happiness. The liberator's idea. Yep. And I think the thing I've come to realize is, I need both. Like, yeah, you're gonna have to face things as they come at you. That's how life is. And there's that siren again! Well, at least now I know the siren is plot relevant. Overcoming them will lead to an exponentially greater happiness than if you just stayed in your comfort zone unbothered. But you need to care about yourself too. You need to know that it's okay to take time to heal, to take things at your own pace. And to know that the feeling of wanting to run away is part of you and a part of you that just wants to help. Suki didn't say anything. When Storyteller was in contact with Layer 4 to execute her plan to break Lock S, she called it the Vivid Stasis Operation. That's the title. I think I figured out why. Yeah, the cops are after you. Run! Yeah, why? I mean, think about it for a second. I'm not gonna spell it out for you. Suki thought for a few minutes. Then a light bulb seemed to go off in her mind. I think I get it. The Vivid Stasis operation wasn't just about breaking Lock S, huh? I nodded. Yeah, it was about joining Vivid and Stasis, breaking the separation between them. Because you need both of them, both can represent either. Damn, that storyteller. She was on a whole other level. Hey, no need to talk about her like she isn't here. She's inside now, and sometime soon you'll see her yourself, you know? You're right. Sorry, storyteller. Yeah, take your Tamasachi and run! I'm not bothered. Also, there's really no need to refer to us separately anymore. Fair enough. The drive continued for many hours. As the sun set behind the mountains, Chio pulled the car over to a rest stop that had a cafeteria, and we got out to stretch our legs and grab some genya. Alright, where do I go? Wait, did I do that song? I did not do that song. Where do I go? I could unlock that at least. But no, I didn't do this song. Let me do this song. It's like, where am I? Haven't been on the no chart in a hot minute, so I'm just like, I don't know where to go next. Feels weird doing a normal song after everything I've been through. Like, wait a minute, I know that sample. That's Serial Experiments Lane. Duvet. It's like, why am I not surprised that Serial Experiments Lane is being referenced in this game? Peak? Good. Keep making silly mistakes. Yeah, this is definitely an interesting song. Good enough. Double A. It's a level 8 song. Double A's fine. But yeah, where do I go next? I need to be in chapter 6. Where's chapter 6? I'm confusion. Where do I go? Is it here? Can't be. No. No, that's the end of chapter 5. Like, I remember there were parts that were, like, out of the border. But where are they? What's this? Was that... No, I did that already, didn't I? I haven't played the game, so I'm used to the old flowchart. Fair enough. I don't even see where chapter 6 is. That's what's confusing me. Like, this is where I left off. I need 600 gems? Oh, God. I'm nowhere near that. I don't know if that's where I need to be. You played the game after 5.0 came out, but this didn't happen to me unless you're misremembering. Yeah, I see. Begin chapter 6. Yeah, and then I started playing chapter 6. Maybe I ran into a bug. Let me... Yeah, I might have ran into, like, a bug. So let me replay it and see if that changes anything. Press control. Oh. Okay, I was right. I did run into a bug. Okay. Okay. It was a bug. Mystery solved. Because I was like, where's chapter 6? It's missing. Oh, God. Ah, I thought I pressed that. Like, yes, please get faster. Being slow actually throws me off. No, not the AOL dial-up noises! No! Oh, the speeds! The speeds keep changing on me! Ugh. Okay, I survived. Woo! Yeah, welcome to the now longest chapter. Oh boy. Great. Yeah, let me see here. Like, what's going on over here? A bit after 10 p.m., Chio pulled the car over to allow us to stretch our legs and grab a bite to eat. We stopped at a moderately sized rest stop with a cafeteria that was open overnight. Ah! Elsa stepped out of the car hurriedly. Oh, what happened? Are you okay, Sat? I stood up too fast. Allison sighed. We've been in the car for over 6 hours with minimal breaks. I'm surprised you didn't have to get out of the car at any point in that. I'm very resilient, I think. Evidently, your legs aren't. She walked out of the driver's side door and walked by us as she headed towards the entrance to the rest stop's building. Hey, thanks for your input, Peanut Gallery. She and Allison sighed. I'll go find us a seat, okay? Take a second to let your legs adjust. Oh no, my frames are dropping. Come back, frames. Yeah, sounds good. Thanks, love. Allison fidgeted a little, flustered, walked off in the same direction as Chio. Alright, my frames are back. I sat back down on the edge of the car seat with the door open. Taller figure walked up next to me. Do you think they have salmon nigiri here? It's a convenience store restaurant stop, not a world-class restaurant. Suki sighed with a defeated look. I'll just take salmon or just nigiri, honestly. Get a salmon rice ball. Easy. She walked into the rest stop, following Allison and Chio. I looked at the backseat behind me. Are you still asleep? Kotomi had fallen asleep a few hours into the ride, which surprised me. It surprised me even more when they didn't budge an inch when we started playing aggressive speedcore music, with the sole intent of trying to wake them up. They were frozen like they'd been turned to stone. I nudged Kotomi. Hey, rest stop. Here, now. They have tuna onigiri at your 7-Eleven? Nice. When we finally stirred a bit and opened our eyes. I'll be here in a sec. I chuckled a bit and stood up from the car. This time my legs didn't crash into TV static immediately. I walked to the rest stop building. It didn't take me long to find a cafeteria, and even less time after that to find the table Allison had found for us. She waved to me as I walked over. Hey, legs better? Legs serviceable! She laughed, and I took a seat. Did you get a chance to see the kind of stuff they have in here? Well, I did, but the thing is that even though the rest stop is open overnight, the kitchen isn't. Which makes sense, but it looks like it closed at 9 p.m. Oh, so is there nothing to eat? I mean, there's the convenience store built into the building. Seems like that's our only option. Honestly, fair enough. Should I go get some stuff then? I'll come with. Okay. We both stood up and walked across the building interior to the convenience store. A few minutes later, we came back with not much other than a few bags of chips and a grape popsicle. Well, that was pointless. Not really. Have you tried that grape popsicle yet? Well, I don't think I have. I think it's insane. Seriously, I don't know what they put in it. Well, it's just a grape popsicle. Try it! Okay, I'll try it. Confused by her sudden energy, I unwrapped the popsicle and bit into it. Oh, domo, Jack Schnan. Jack Schnan? Zigchun Sweep Raid? Yeah, domo, welcome, hello, welcome, raiders. I'm Blade, the Loon Kitsune Hunter / Animal Tamer, and today we're playing Vivid Stasis. Yes, hello. Well, hope you had a good time with your Limbus company. Today we'll play Vivid Stasis, which is a rhythm game with a bunch of other stuff in it and a story and puzzles and things. Thanks again for the raid. If you gotta eat or sleep or whatever, go ahead. Otherwise, kick back and enjoy cute girls doing mystery things and kissing each other. Well? Oh, holy shit. I told you! Wow! I told you! Well, I guess that teaches me. Wow, this is good. Yeah, I'll hydrate. A good pet kitty. We both laughed and sat at the cafeteria for a bit, just eating the store-brand potato chips. After a while, Allison spoke up. Have I told you yet that your new outfit is insanely pretty? It is. At least a dozen times. Yeah, kitty. Yeah, show much, you're welcome. I don't disagree. It just felt like the right time for a makeover, I guess. Honestly, I still don't know the full details of what happened at the graveyard. You've explained it to me, but it's just so much to wrap my head around, you know? Yeah, I don't blame you. All feels like a dream still, but I guess these clothes are proof it wasn't, because of her. Storyteller, huh? Yeah, it's a weird case. I have all of her memories now, so it's not like she's gone at all, but I don't know. It's tough. All of this is really complicated, and she understood a lot of it, so realistically, I should too. But I still feel like there's so much I don't get. It was so sad a mystery with a cute girl, but seems far less consequential compared to this. Yeah, no, we're like exploring like meta layers and shit. We're in the Matrix. I guess she did have years to come to terms with it all and understand it. Sometimes I wish I could ask her more questions. So I mean, if you like rhythm games and you like mysteries, I recommend it. It's free. It's out of early access. So, yeah. I see. Sorry, I don't really think I understand what you're going through in exact detail, but I'm still here for you. I'll listen no matter what, okay? Yeah, I get you. Thanks. Of course. I guess I can't really fault her here. I have a job to finish. A job she started with you. I promised her I'd take the reins, so I'll do just that, no matter what. By the way, did I tell you? I actually got Suki to agree to spend some time with us during our arcade trip when we get to Sapporo. Yo, no way? Damn, she's really opening up, huh? Yeah, it's surreal to see, but I'm glad to see it nonetheless. Yeah, Saturday, can I ask you maybe something a little tough? You know you can. What's up? Elsa's gaze lowered a bit. Has it not been hard for you being around her when you know that her name and appearance aren't, you know? I sat back in the seat of the cheap cafeteria table we were at. At first, yeah. I didn't have that problem with Dawn because her appearance, name, etc. was entirely formed and created by my own mind during the severance of emotion. Suki is, well, was my sister's name. Took a bit to adjust to that because the Suki we know right now is not her. It's not. Game was about a girl trying to solidify her ruling over the equivalent to the Empire of China. Oh, cool. I mean, yeah, further than that, she's a part of you, isn't she? Sure, but I don't think it makes a difference. Does it not? Not currently. She will be a part of me, definitely. It's required for us to leave the Dustbreaker that we rejoin. Same with Dawn. But right now, she isn't me, right? She's her own person, fueled by her own humanity, with her own feelings and opinions and experiences. Yeah, this goes a bit further than that. Yeah! I think that individuality is enough to separate us, at least while we're like this. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. That's an oddly you way of looking at it, I think. I thought a teasing laugh. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? Well, it's just, you know, you've changed a lot these past, well, I guess, months wouldn't be accurate since it's looped so many times. No, I think that's accurate. As far as I, as myself, am concerned, my memories only contain that of this cycle, the 8266. Even if I have storyteller's memories, I'm still me, I think. I guess that's fair. Honestly, I'm so confused about the whole cycle thing. You said you've been through millions of cycles, but we're still on 8266? I just can't wrap my head around it. I don't blame you, and honestly, you don't need to worry about it. It's like, I don't even understand what happened. Like, I just beeped the boops. It would take a lot of time to explain in detail, and I'd rather save that for once we're out of this mess for good, you know? Fair enough. But as I was saying, you've changed so much these past months, but not in a way that feels that different, I guess? Put simply, I could definitely tell that the Saturday from July 2022 and the Saturday in front of me right now are still the same person. I'm really glad. I've kind of worried about that, to be honest. Really? How come? At first I was really ashamed by the way I acted, especially in those few months where my leg was injured and I had to sit in our home in Kagoshima just doing nothing. I mean, you were there for it. There were a lot of moments where I blamed myself for way more than I should have. Yeah. So we flew out to Tokyo. I was like, this is a fresh start for Saturday Tesogare, untethered by her past mistakes. And I ended up screwing us over so badly once I actually realized what was going on with our lives in the world and everything. That's fair, yeah. It's like, when you really fuck up and make a mistake, you can't just put it behind you, you know? Otherwise, you don't really learn from it at all. Yeah, this is like the When They Cry visual novels. Yeah, I've played those. Well, I watched the Higurashi anime, but I played Umineko. It's like, whew. Woo-wee. As human beings, we are our experiences and our memories, and you can't really try to throw any of them away just because they aren't something you do anymore. We gotta keep our mistakes close to us so that we can learn from them, and so that we can come to terms with the fact that both of the person that made a mistake, in the first place, and the person we are now, are still the same person. Alice smiled. Yeah, be proud to have read the longest visual novel of all time. I know. Oh. It's so long, but it's so good. It's like, it's the longest and definitely the best. You're such a sentimental dork, you know that? Yeah, I am, and I'm finally, like, happy with who I am. I feel like I finally come alive in a sense. Even before the Dustbreaker, I was really unsure about a lot of things in my life. I kind of felt like I was just an amalgamation of the people and the things I liked that surrounded me. More of a jumble of concepts than my own person, I guess. Yeah, visual novels don't exist. Why don't audio novels? Yeah, that's just audiobooks. Like, what do you mean? It's like, what would be the difference between an audio novel and an audio book? I feel like that would be the same thing. It's like you were playing Udeko with the sub. Yeah, no. So you're good. Definitely not that feeling. I'm still working on that myself. A novel is a type of book, yes. The thing is, I know you'll get there. Everybody can, and being with people who you know are there for you every step of the way will make that so much easier. I believe you. Thank you, Saturday. Right back at you, cutie. I stood up. Get outside. Taking some more fresh air before we are back on the road. Sounds good. I'll meet you at the car then. Gotcha. I walked out to the rest stop area. As I walked outside, I spotted a familiar dress flowing off the beach to the right of the door. Oh, hey. Suki looked over at me. What you up to? Just thinking. I sat down on the bench next to her. What about? Hey, Manny. Ah. Suki looked up at the night sky. I never really noticed all the stars in the sky, you know? There are a lot of them. Yeah, it's a surreal feeling. Well, I guess it's more like it's a surreal feeling. Yeah, I could kind of imagine. Got a little bit of a goof. 1 second. Good thing I got a cough drop on the side. Let me take the cough drop. That should help. I'll drink some water too. The talent of drinking water while still having a cough drop in my mouth at the same time. I just realized. Yeah, so much of my existence as the world keeper up until now has been spent lacking that. Yeah, you get to enjoy me reading this with a cough drop in my mouth. Yeah, very much helps when reading for 4 hours. Oh, yeah. Been there. Hold on. It got stuck in my teeth. Ah. Welcome to the chewing ASMR section of this stream. It's honey flavored. It like bursts honey. Filtering out anything that wasn't important to my purpose. I should have waited until I was playing a song to do this. Mistakes were made. Gomena sorry. Wasn't really I never got the chance to see the stars in the sky. I wasn't capable of considering looking at them in the first place, if that makes sense. It does, yeah. Now spending time in Layer 0, I'm a lot more prone to, well, emotions. All of them. Big adjustment. It's a big adjustment to even have adjustment in the first place. Like I'm adjusting my teeth. Taffy! Yeah, go away. You ever regret it? Being down here, I mean. Hell no, not one bit. I'd take the inherent complexity of being human over being a lifeless husk. Try to keep you trapped in a simulation any day of the week. It was miserable. Well, it wasn't miserable to me. Looking back, I can tell if I was capable of feeling during all that. I would have found it miserable. I had to hear that. We sat for a few minutes, watching the night sky and the countless dust that illuminated it. You know, I've been wondering about something. Wonder away. Why are you so nice to me? Why is it so easy for you to accept who I am? Whoops, I had entered you. Well, I did? Yeah, you're right. You are my sister. I think that's why I found it easier than you think. Huh? I think in some alternate universe, if you weren't said my sister, somehow brought back to life, it'd be a lot harder to come to terms with it. Impossible, maybe. But you aren't her. You're me. Thank you for the follow. Thank you. And of course, Taffy jumps on my lap again, being like, "Mother, I hear you chewing. You're eating food. I want food." Stinky boy. Alright, I swallowed the cough drop. The ASMR section is over. You're free. Alright, Taffy. We have now resumed the cat petting portion of the stream. Yeah, you aren't her. You're me, and I don't mean to pat myself on the back, but I think I know myself pretty well at this point. Ah. You're Suki Tasagari, sure. Even in this fabricated history, you're my sister. We're not the same Suki Tasagari that was my sister in the real world. Honestly, the two of you are nothing alike. Really? I laughed a little. Yeah, for one, the outfit is so me. It's always super casual. She would never wear anything like that. That's your example? Looks are important. To me, at least. Mainly my own look. Suki laughed a little. Two of us looked back up at the stars again. I'm really glad we can finally be proud of who we are. Yeah, I am too. I was thinking about something else. Something more relevant to our current situation. And what's that? Suki's expression stiffened. The idea to use my humanity as a weapon. Blow away the cat hair. I was like, girl, what do you mean? Like, what did she mean by this? Ugh. Final farewell. It's level 4, but I gotta play with a cat on my lap. So it's like basically double. Like, Taffy, why are you sabotaging my stream today, boy? You stinky. Ah. I'm like, this is the part where I should have taken that cough drop so I could just chew on it while I was locking in. There we go. The one thing I didn't really get about Chapter 6 was at least the song. Felt like it could have easily been harder. Well, you know, sometimes you need a little warm-up, you know. Something to wet with the whistle. Ah, you done? Okay. Taffy's gone. He got that out of his system, again. I have to fix everything, again, while he eats my feet. Because he's stinky. It was close to midnight when we finally pulled into the hotel we had a reservation for in Sapporo. We stepped out of the car right outside the front entrance, and she went to pull it into the underground parking. Hotel, sweet hotel. You ever think about how with all the cycles you've subjected us to that bit over 10,000 times? Okay, I see how it is. I didn't mean it like that. Ari and I laughed. Mummy finished picking a drink at the vending machine on the street corner and walked over to us. This apple drink is nuts, dude. Yeah? Gonna held up a small plastic bottle with the cute little apple mascot on it and took a big sip from it. Shit's good! I believe you! Just then, Tio's figure walked around the bend at the edge of the street block. That's all checked in. Here, Saturday and Ari, I'll give you 2 of these. She walked up to me and handed me a hotel room card. Oh, thanks. I guess it makes sense that they wouldn't want to give out keys for each of us. We had been grouped into 3 groups of 2. Ali and I shared a room, Ari and Kodami shared a room, and Chiu and Sugi shared a room. We took our room cards and walked through the front entrance of the hotel into the lobby. Later that night, I ended up taking a walk down the dining hall before heading up for the night. Flaming Hot Mountain View. Flaming Hot Mountain View. Didn't have Flaming Hot Mountain View. Can't do. God damn it, I will. I ended up taking a basic soda, brought it to the checkout, and spotted a familiar figure at one of the tables. Oh, hey, Chio. I took a seat across from her. She looked up at me, surprised for a moment that I was still up. Hey, still up, huh? Just grabbing a drink. How about you? You usually sleep way earlier. Yeah, true, just thinking a lot of stuff, so I didn't want to retire for the night just yet in case it carried over to my dreams. Want to talk about it? Yeah, we have more important things on the go right now. Sure, but that is an excuse to push your feelings aside. What's going on? Oh, it's just, I'm nervous about what happens once we get out of here. In a lot of ways, but specifically like how it pertains to me. My involvement in all of this. Ah, that's entirely fair, yeah. Domo Jeebus, welcome. How you doing? He's like, hello, sir. Even if legally I end up punished, I'm really more worried about you guys. We're working together right now, but once we're out of here, what am I to you? What I am to you is someone who got you wrapped up in all of this in the first place. Chio, it's just stressful. When I hope or pray that things will just be easy, it feels like I'm dodging the responsibility of what I've done. This feels suffocating. Hey, Chio, why did you join the Sunrise Foundation in the first place? Chio seemed confused as to where this was coming from. Well, there was the aspect of it where I had known your dad for a really long time. I've also been meaning to ask how you two even came to meet. Oh gosh, I don't even know if I remember. I'm 25 now, so I would have been 20 when we first met. It just entered the big business world and I was looking into it myself. We hit it off because we both were dissatisfied with the current state of mental health treatment in Japan, so that's why I joined the Sunrise Foundation when we founded it. Ah, well then. I don't think it's an issue. Huh? Why not? You want the help. That's why you joined the foundation. That's why you built the Dustbreaker. That's all that really matters to me. You think so? I don't know if I'm deserving of that. Legally, the situation might be complicated once we're out of here, sure. Not denying that. But I'm not gonna just suddenly not have your back once we're out of the Dustbreaker. Saturday. So don't fret it, okay? Honestly, you're the bravest 19-year-old I've ever seen. Now, I guess the situation that bred that bravery isn't exactly something most teens experience. I laughed. That's true. And there's also the fact that I'm technically 21 because Storyteller was. I didn't actually put that together. Fair enough. Then you're the bravest 21-year-old I've seen. I'm flattered. We laughed and I took a drink for the soda bottle I bought. You know, in a way, I kind of lament it. Lament what? Leaving this world behind. Really? Sure, I mean, this is a world designed with the express purpose of giving us a happier life than the one that might exist for us on the outside. It's sad to leave it behind in a way. Oh, yeah, that's true. I guess I found myself empathizing with Suki more as time goes on. Not that it'll change my decision. I know that leaving the simulation is what we have to do, but I still do lament it a bit sometimes. I don't blame you. It's a very accurate simulation, after all. Huh, patting yourself on the back there? Chio laughed. Hardly. I was the hardware engineer for this thing. My involvement was making sure this thing had the stupidly high amount of memory it needed. Yeah, you needed petabytes. How many machines is that? Nano machines, son. Huh, fair. Though in some cycles, I swear I remember it being flipped that you were the software engineer. Cycle differences, huh? Certainly strange. Took out her wallet and looked at our driver's license. Weird to think that I just don't have this in some cycles. How do we even get out to the Okawachi Shrine if I didn't drive us there? There are a few different ways. Sometimes there would just so happen to be a bus running, probably Don's doing. Other times we biked, all the way. Those cycles were not fun. Doesn't sound like they would be. Yes, it's handy that the simulation covers Japan, famous for its public transport. True. Took another drink from my soda bottle. Yeah, nice thing about Japan is you can buy one of those passes. Like the trains. But yeah, seriously, don't worry about it. We'll stick together. I promise, okay? Thank you, Saturday. That means a lot. Of course! I felt a vibration in my pocket and took out my phone to see a new text message. Saturday, where are you? A beepy. A bink! I couldn't help myself grinning like an idiot. Chio gave me a teasing glare. You'd best get some rest, or whatever it is you two do when the lights go out. I blushed a little. Hey, shush! That ain't none of your business. Yeah, I know. Go on. Good night, Chio. Sleep well, Saturday. Thanks again. I walked out of the cafeteria and rode the elevator back up to my room. Yeah, get a nice little heart-to-heart with everyone. Execute. A lot of these songs I'm noticing feel like remixes, I guess you could say. Like sound samples, if that makes sense. Like, I'm hearing like a lot of samples that are being remixed into these songs. Like, I'm noticing that as like a theme. You know what I mean? I let go too soon. Yeah, like the way it was like, what? I'm like, I've heard that what sound effect before. I'm like, I've heard that. That's a sample. That was a little song sample. Welcome back to the try to actually hold the note as long as you're supposed to challenge. Full combo. Okay, I actually got a full combo. Ugh. Yay. Like, for a level 4 song, I should be getting a full combo. You would think. The next morning, I found myself awake at the midpoint between 10 and 11. Allison was still asleep, so I tiptoed out of the room and took the elevator down to the dining area. Walking into the dining hall, it seemed like they were just finishing up serving breakfast. Yeah, breakfast usually till like 9 or 10. Oh, I'm in the nick of time. Just like last night, I spotted a silhouette I recognized sitting on one of the tables. Well, two silhouettes, technically. Oh, it's Ari and Kotomi. I grabbed my breakfast before they finished closing up and walked over to where the Nichibotsus were sitting. Morning! Oh, hey, Sat, you're up earlier than you usually are. Well, I feel like we're trying to save the world. I should at least try to keep a normal sleep schedule for now. Especially after getting yelled at about it yesterday. Fair enough. Take a seat, yeah? Sure. I put my tray down on the table and sat down on the bench next to Ari. Saving the world, huh? Wonder if that's really what we're doing. What do you mean? I mean, we're not saving this world at all, are we? We're doing it to being shut down. I've been thinking about that. That's true, but it's not like this world is real. Nobody here other than us is a real person. Logically, that's true. But morally, I can't help but feel a sense of regret. Now, I understand. I was talking about this with Chio last night. I mean, we all know what we need to do. We need to get out of here. That's the first and foremost thing, but it's also kind of sad to be leaving behind a world designed to keep us happy. Ah, yeah. Now we see the world for what it is, we can't see it as real anymore. It was easier back when we were unaware, because we didn't have any reason to observe the logical imperfection of the world as the technological drawbacks as they are. Yeah, and I kind of lament that. Especially when we consider that Ari and I's role in your guy's life was fabricated even more than anyone else's. I was confused. What do you mean? We got some of our memories back. Oh, shit! The big thing, I think, was realizing that the Layer 3 that you, Allison, and Chu lived in before entering here, the Layer 3 that Konami and I existed in before entering here, aren't the same. Huh? I don't quite follow. I'm surprised. You've talked about it a fair amount of times before, the many worlds interpretation. Ah, so wait, you guys aren't from the same world as the rest of us? Yeah, the exact details of why or how we ended up here, we can't quite make out. We can say that much for certain. Well, that's kind of surreal to think about. You and I never knew each other before entering the Dustbreaker. Don't get me wrong. Ari and I don't plan to just ditch you guys the first chance we get. First off, I don't even think we could do that. That shutdown sequence thingy is probably going to pop us out in your original world. Wait, but how would that make sense? You two don't have bodies to return to in our world. That's another thing. I'm going to realize that we aren't like you guys in a sense. Your minds were brought to this world and bodies simulated as a result of that. And the bodies you inhabit will disappear when you go back to your real ones, at least, I assume. But we aren't like that. These are our original bodies. Huh? What? How? Saturday, if we knew that, we would have told you. We're still piecing things together. Are you even sure you'll be able to get out of here when we shut down the world? Aren't you two getting trapped in here? I guess it's a good time as any, then. What do you mean? To ask you a favor. I was confused. And that would be for you to use the power of the fourth dimension to send our bodies up a layer. Use the fourth dimension? I don't know if it would be possible, but if anyone could do it, it would have to be you. I'll hydrate. I don't know if I could promise that. My connection to the fourth dimension has been right only ever since the graveyard incident. I can speak to the fourth dimension through the narration of the TiVo client, but it takes time to be sent up, so I can't hold a consistent conversation or use any of its power. That's okay. Just, if you do gain the ability to access the fourth dimension again. I mean, if I can, then of course I will. Nobody's getting left behind if I can help it. Thanks, Saturday. That's really all we can ask for. Took a hearty bite of my breakfast that was already starting to get a little cold. So you know what you're going to do when you get out of here? Find our sister. Or way to contact our sister. Oh, your sister? There's another one of you? Yeah, Kanshi Nichibotsu. Our memories of her were struck from the record when we entered the simulated world. By getting them back, we were able to remember her. Oh, I had no idea. Kanshi, huh? I don't know why, but I feel like everything is connected to her. If we find Kanshi, we find out the truth of what caused us to end up here. That's wild. I wonder what she's like. Double show and welcome. Yeah, stasis. The stasis is very vivid. We're in chapter 6 now. And it's like, the previous chapter was very trippy. We do too. I mean, I'll help you look into it, obviously. You sure? You deserve to take a break after you get out of here. Saturday, please. Don't immediately jump into something else. Oh, it's no problem, I promise. I want to help. It's appreciated. I finished off what was on my breakfast tray and sat back. More current matters, are you guys joining us tonight? For your excursion to Cape Soya? I thought you wanted to be just you, Chio, and Suki. No, not that. I'm dragging Suki out to the arcade. Oh god. It's gonna be a blast! None of that. Regardless, Alice and I were already planning to go to a night market. Why don't you guys just go afterwards? We can group up the arcade, and once we're done, we can all go to the market. Ooh, I like that idea. 5 of me, but don't expect me to be a huge arcade junkie. Bet. Don't give me that look. Outdated, I think? Suki, Ichio, and I need to leave an hour before midnight. That should be enough time to allow us to do both the arcade and midnight market, yeah? The night market closes at 11 p.m., so that works out pretty well. Sounds like a plan. Alright, I'm gonna head back to my room and see if Allie's up yet. Let you know about the plan, yeah? Sounds good. We're just about to head out for a walk anyway. Oh, have fun! Okay, see you guys later tonight. I walked over to where the dirty breakfast trays were slotted in and slid mine into the holder. Then slid over to the elevator and rode it back up to the room. Hanshi Nichibo. Nichibotsu, huh? Yeah, we got Botsus. Stardust. We'll put dust in the stars. Stardust. I must have ghost tapped it. Yeah, this is a banger. When it does the alternating notes like that, it's easy to fall out of sync, and then it's like your whole combo's ruined. Yay! Still did really well on that, all things considered. I see there's 2 parts left. Knowing the pattern of this game, I imagine after this bit, I'll hit a story lock, so let's see what happens. It's like, either it's gonna make me do a puzzle right away, or it's gonna make me go back into the in-between space. It's like, I'm understanding this song and dance. Just guessing. Later that night, the 5 of us had arrived at the arcade. Chio had stayed behind at the hotel to prepare for our journey to Cape Soya later that night. Suki, are you ready to have your world rocked? No. Don't you think you're hyping her up a little bit Saturday? No. Oh god. The arcade building we ended up choosing was a giga building with 5 floors. It was open for another 2 hours. The streets of Sapporo were crowded as snow fell down as we walked along. Being in the north of the country, it was naturally very snowy during this time of year, and there were a lot of snow-related festivals to accommodate for that. Yeah, I've seen videos of that. Look up abroad Japan. He did a video on that. Very snow. Maybe it's a good thing Chio isn't here. Does she have, like, any heavier outfits? I've never seen any. Me neither. Nope. Damn. Living down in Tokyo for most of my life, we got a bit of snow, but never anything like what you see in the north. I definitely hadn't seen much all in my time in Tanegashima and the simulated world, so I was enjoying the weather. Finally, we arrived in front of the huge building and walked inside. Immediately once we stepped inside, Ari covered her ears, and had forgotten to warn her about the noise levels inside arcades. Oh, Jesus. Suki looked behind her, seemingly glaring at the exit door longingly. I wasn't going to let her get away with that easily. Nope. Nuh-uh, no. You're not going anywhere. Suki sighed. I walked over to the side of the wall that listed the various themes of the floors. Want to start with the fighting games or rhythm games? I'm going to start with either. What do you think? Is she an FG girl or an RG girl? Definitely fighting games, I think. She has that scythe and everything. I believe my hollow weapon of choice is being used against me like this. Fighting games it is! We're on the third floor. Let's get a move on. I skipped up the steps excitedly. Found me and Ali following closely behind, and Ari and Suki slumped down at the back, exasperated. Okay, so, I mean, you know what a joystick does, right? I'm not that stupid. Yeah, so it's like that. Basically, you want to chain a bunch of button inputs together to do combos and drain the other player's health bar. It's reasonable enough. You go up against you? I gulp. Are you sure? I'm pretty good. I don't want you to have a bad first time experience, so like 5 minutes later. What the fuck? Did I do it right? I looked back at the screen. It showed the round score in the best of 5 format we picked. Scoreboard read 3-0 for Suki's player. I think I've uncovered a newfound fear for my own capabilities of fighting games. I guess you'd better hope it gets transferred to you in the merge then. Huh? Suki looked confused. What? What'd I say? Oh, nothing. It's just, I don't think you've acted smug like that before. It caught me off guard a bit. In a good way. I see. Allison moved closer to me and whispered in my ear. Did you know this would happen? No! I didn't know she would regain some humanity by playing fighting games. Oh my god. Okay, again. You were going easy on me. Give me everything you got. Okay. I wasn't even going easy on you. Rip. We played again. This time everything changed. I actually lost 3-1 this time. Yeah, she getting bricked. Jesus Christ. Damn, wait, this is kind of fun. I'm glad you're having fun. After a few more matches, I felt Ari tap me on my shoulder. What's up? You need to go outside? Sorry, I forgot to warn you about the noise and put me in. What? Put me against her. Huh? Sure, coming up. See, the fallout could be described akin to a complete reversal of everything Suki had gained in the past month. It's almost painful to watch. No! No! You bastard! He's getting thoroughly and utterly demolished in every aspect. Ari's transformation was borderline horrifying. I had never seen someone's hands move and press buttons as fast as she did, and I played a lot of rhythm games. Hey, free bricks for everyone. Ari, need you both to. At one point, Suki actually tried to summon her scythe, which of course did not work. Despite all, though, it was kind of endearing in a way. Seeing her fall to base human instincts like this really did prove that she was more human than she used to be. Okay, that's enough, you two. We've got the whole rhythm game floor to get through, too. Suki glared at Ari, who seemed unusually smug. This is not over. Sure thing. Suki made an uncharacteristic hissing noise. They stepped back into the stairwell to go up a floor. The next floor was lined up with multiple cabinets of various different kinds of rhythm games. This is where I'm out of my element. Hey, what you wanna... Oh, holy shit! Elsa looked at me inquisitively, following my gaze, which landed on a small multi-game installation. Is that a noise capo cabinet? I've been looking for a place that has one of these for ages. Is that uncommon? It is. AC cabinets are expensive to acquire due to their exclusivity to the 6 minutes later. Basically, yeah, it's a little uncommon. Everyone had already long since stopped listening except for Suki and I. Okay, no. We're here for Suki. I can play noise AC later. Which one do you want to do first? And you looked around, surveying each of the vastly different machines. That one. Point to a dance game. Oh god. Are you sure? Not very good at dance games. Seems the most fun to try. I sighed. Alright, come on. We stepped up to the flashy cabinet, and I scanned in my pass card. Suki didn't have one, so she displayed on a guest profile. Yeah, you gotta get those passes if you want to save your game data. I have, like, 4 of those myself. It was a nice change of pace, actually. Suki was still way better than I expected someone who hadn't played the game to be, but not at the level that I couldn't match her skill level. Played a few credits and finally left the arcade. After we stepped out of the arcade, I turned to Ari. Where's the night market? Ari pulled out her phone and pointed to a location on the map system. So I'm walking down the street to the transit station where Kotomi spoke up. Hey, why don't we all take a picture? We don't have one with Suki yet, do we? What? Oh, true. Hold on, okay, everyone group up over here. I took out my phone and set it up on a on a bench across from where we were and hit the button to take a timed picture. Wait, shit, I thought it was on 5 seconds! 2 seconds later, the photo was taken. I picked up my phone and opened the gallery. Hey, there you go. Oh my god, Saturday, you look horrified. I know it was on a 2-second mode. Shut up! I'm not used to seeing myself. You have a nice smile, Suki. Yeah, much nicer than what Saturday is going on here. Shut up! Oh my god! I am the world's most tortured girl. Everyone laughed, and for a moment all of our worries seemed to fade away. In the middle of this dying world, we found life. We were alive. Yeah, you know, just cute girls doing cute things. This was how things were meant to be. Now all that's left is to finish what was left for us to do. Like, hell yeah! Alright. Heptagram. Yeah, it's a nice, cute group picture. Damn, I was doing so good, and then of course the whole notes kill me. The whole notes always get me. Cool, okay. I live. Nice. Alright, let's see how this goes. As we drove under the night sky, I felt something rest on my shoulder. Ah, Suki's asleep. I don't know if she or Dawn needed to sleep before their time on Layer 0, but regardless, she was evidently tired. She definitely needed that rest for what was coming. How are you feeling, Saturday? About as ready as I can be. I don't think there's any universe where this isn't scary. Yeah, I'm glad you're hanging in there at least. We head to Cape Soya, the northeasternmost part of Japan. Due to how the Dustbreaker simulates time of day, there's a brief moment in the turnover between days where the simulation processing is slightly weakened. Alright, rest well, Bucky. Thanks for stopping by. We intend to use that to our advantage to backdoor the system to the best of our ability. I looked up at my phone. It was 11:57 p.m. Just then Chio stopped the car. We're here. Ready? Yeah, hey, Suki, up and at 'em. Suki's eyes fluttered open and she sat up quickly, seemingly embarrassed. Her eyes adjusted to the light and she understood. Ah, right, okay, let's go. We stepped out of the car. After I drank my water. Despite the importance of the location, Cape Soya wasn't very extravagant. It housed a simple stone monument. Let's take its status as the northernmost point, and a small number of tourist attractions around it. We stepped in the monument and waited. It was 10 seconds to midnight. Suki and I steeled ourselves, ready to jump on anything that seemed odd at the turn over to midnight. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There! As I turned over to midnight, a piece of the stone that made up the monument began to twitch and glitch out. I rushed forward and tugged at it. A piece of the geometry gave way and I peered inside. From above, I could see inside of the room that Storyteller and I had stood in before the merge process. It was the Dustbreaker's core. I pushed my head through the seam in the world and pulled on a piece of the world, pulling it out and into the simulated layer. Is that? It's a remote piece of the Dustbreaker's core. Looks like it lets us remotely access the terminal. Oh my god, we did it? Hold on, something about this isn't... Before she could finish speaking, however, all three of us heard a clicking sound. It was a familiar clicking sound. One that I'd first heard many months ago in the Okinawa Shrine, but had heard over 1,000,000 times since then. The clicking of a gun. And what, might I ask, do we have here? The three of us turned around in shock, though we should have really been surprised. Of course, it wouldn't be that easy. Just a few feet away, on the monument stood a tall, familiar figure. The Liberator. Trying to backdoor your own creation, are we, Chio? I thought you had more respect for your own work than to hack into it just like that. Chio grit her teeth. Lives are at stake here, Dawn. We're doing what we have to. What you have to do? That sounds a little weird to me. What you had to do was enjoy the rest of your days peacefully and wait for me to come to you on the turn of the new year. What are you talking about? What's happening in the new year? Dawn laughed. An emotionless laugh, so it seemed. Ha! Fine, I'll humor you. You already threw away the chance of peace I gave you by coming out here to pull such a ridiculous stunt in the first place. Let the villain act and just get to the point, Liberator. Ha 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 ha! And of course, if it isn't our very own traitor. What a crowd we've got tonight. I hope all the folks watching from your previous little TiVo clients are entertained, because I sure as hell am. Suki tensed up as if to get ready to attack. I held her back. She was clearly trying to provoke us. At the turn of the new year, I prepared my own little escape rope just for you. The ultimation. No, you set up the fucking... What the hell are you doing? Of course you wouldn't know what it is, wouldn't you? How does it feel, World Keeper? I'm finally putting your precious little backup plan in motion. Keeping myself as composed as I could, I turned to Suki. Suki, what's the ultimation? Was a backup plan. A backup plan that I prepared during the initial events of the Severance of Emotion, a program that corrupts the sim layer entirely. What? Why did you... I don't know, I can't figure out why I did half the things I did, okay? I'm sorry, and you... She turned back to face on. Are you insane? The drama was to save Saturday without me. What the hell is corrupting the sim layer supposed to do to help that? Dawn laughed again. Because it doesn't give you a choice. What? Dawn looked up at the sky. In just 10 days, everything here will be reduced to nothing. I do have Saturday's best interest in mind, and there's only one casualty I was aiming for. Yours. If you had just stayed put in Tokyo or Sapporo or wherever, you would have been able to live the last few weeks in peace. And then everything would end, and I would come for all of you to save you. Saving Allison, Chio, Saturday, and those two hapless world-crossing sisters. You would have been saved, and Suki would have been left to rot down here as everything crumbled to dust around her. That was what I wanted. That's insane! That's fucking insane! What the hell? And yet here you are. She lowered her hand that had her gun in it. I don't want any harm to come to any of you other than her. Doesn't make this any harder than it has to be for your own sakes. A ripple of silence echoed across the night sky and into the waves behind us. No. Dawn seemed genuinely surprised to hear that answer. Huh? No. I decline. Decline? How so? I reject your offer. We're all leaving here together. None of us are being left behind. Dawn looked down. Whatever expression she wore, I couldn't make it out. So be it. She snapped her fingers and suddenly loud rumblings surrounded us. On either side of Dawn, a large grid of fissures opened up in the air behind her. Over each one a cannon protruded, all aimed at the monument. Oh boy. Unlimited gun works. Dawn looked back at us, back to her normal self. Then we'll dance your way, Saturday Tasogare. With a maniacal laugh, she rose into the sky, hovering above us, surrounded by cannons on both sides. There had to have been over 100 of them by now. And what do you plan to do against this? It's looking pretty grim for your chances right now, I must say. I won't be shot. Say it again. I couldn't quite hear you from up here. You won't shoot me. Hilarious! And what makes you so sure of that? I'm just dying to know. Ultimation. It's charging up, isn't it? There's no avoiding it. Sure. What's your point, girl? I could stop myself from getting a little smug. If it's charging on layer 1, and you're aligned with layer 1, you can't reset the cycle. It would require you to restart the charging process. And as a result, you can't hurt me. You'd be stuck down here as the world corrupts. Therefore, you won't shoot me. Or more specifically, you can't shoot me. Oh, damn, I guess you've got me. Not. Do you really think that's what this is all about, Saturday? Maybe you're still just as dead as you are at the start of every cycle. I clenched my fist. Now go on. What do you plan to do? Lay it all out on the table and we'll give you a fair fight. You're right that I can't harm you. Or Chio. Even if I could, I wouldn't. But she is a different story now, isn't she? I realized what Dawn was getting at, and my composure broke in an instant. Or so it seemed. No, you bastard, you wouldn't! Oh, but I would, and in fact, I think I will. What a shame. Okay, so this is what she's after. I need your help here, then. What? Dawn raised her pistol and aimed it squarely at Suki. Okay, listen. I'm gonna need you to follow some very specific instructions here, alright? I said it once before, and I have no qualms with saying it again. Good night, Saturday Tasogare! Dawn fired a gun, and a bullet erupted from it. There was no way Suki was going to be able to move in time. Suki, no! Okay, please, restart the TiVo client now? The bullet landed squarely on Suki's chest. She ricocheted backwards and hit the stone monument, falling to the ground. Now, please! What? Oh god. She and I rushed over to Suki, but it was too late. A haunting laugh echoed all around us with the Was I supposed to do something? Was I supposed to do something? I didn't see a prompt. Was I supposed to restart the game? Oops. It felt like thousands of people were laughing at the woman collapsed in front of us. Suki! No! Well, I got the bad ending. Whoops. After that, I don't know what happened, but I heard the cannons disappear. When I opened my eyes, Dawn was no longer present. I was. Oh, well, at least I figured it out. Yeah, no, here was Suki. Nothing felt really more. I staggered to my feet and stepped slowly to where the body of a woman whose appearance matched my sister's had died less than a minute ago. Suki, not again. How many times was I supposed to going to lose her? How many times am I gonna need to watch my sister die? God damn it! I can't do this anymore. Suki. And then a voice echoed into the night sky. Suki! Yeah, listen to the burden, girl. All right, it's like I realized my mistake. Let me go back. Okay, let me Alt F4. Okay. I was confused. I was like, she wants me to do something, but what? And then I realized, oh wait, TiVo is the game. She wanted me to, it's like I realized it too late. Cause yeah, when you start the game, it says loading TiVo client. That was my hint. I realized that too late. Oh my god. my god. Thank god there's no challenge bar. Oh my god. It's too fast. What is this? Ow. Oh, this is fast. This is fast. Ah.
Do you understand now?
Yes?
The world was never ours to intervene, and yet here we stand.
Hello?
You and I have torn this world asunder and put it back together countless times by now.
Hello?
We have broken the rules of the world. The entire world axis just by being here. Though, the you that she and I refer to are not the same. Truly realize this too.
I know nothing. My head is empty. I push buttons and pray. Help. Ah. I'm trying my best, but it's so messy. It's too messy. I cannot clean this mess.
In a minute, you'll be brought back to the world you know. You know what you need to do now, right?
No?
Then lock onto your prey and drive it in. Make
You
her
mean
story
kill?
complete.
Do I kill? I know not what to do other than kill.
Disappoint me.
Well, maybe merge is a better word. A gunshot, an impact, the sound of splattering blood, but nobody could see any of it. It wasn't that it never existed. It did, but now it didn't. Like, I already got the bad ending. I opened my eyes and the first thing I saw was shock. What? Huh? I'm not, Dawn hit the ground with a shockwave. What did you do? I can see her frantically double-checking that the cycle count hadn't changed, which it hadn't. Sorry, I swear to fucking God if you don't tell me right now. You're not as smart as you think you are, do you know that? Dawn stepped back, shocked. What are you talking about? If you hadn't noticed what I've been up to the whole time, I mean. Not the small talk, girl. Tell me now. She pointed her pistol at me. I feel like any reservation she had about putting me in harm's way had vanished. Back when we fought at the graveyard and I became one with Storyteller. What the fuck is Storyteller? What the hell are you going on about? It was a little cathartic, I admit, being the one on the other end of the situation. I had the answers and she wanted them. She didn't understand it at all. Tell me, Dawn, what layer am I synchronized with? You're layer 0. You have to be layer 0. There's no conceivable universe where you aren't layer 0. Correct. I am synchronized with layer 0. Then why? Hey, Dawn, have you ever heard of a video game emulator? Or say you could have. You saved and reloaded the entire state of the World Keeper? I smiled. Dawn staggered back in shock. She quickly realized there was little she could do to counteract this. Shit, you're fucking mental, I stepped forward. The game is over, Dawn. You've lost. Well, it seems like my one-up on her wouldn't last very long. She quickly got up and brushed off the dirt that had gotten on her dress in her fall. Huh. If you think that's going to be enough to take me down, then you haven't been paying attention. I stanced up cautiously, unsure of what she was planning. Are you forgetting the one thing I have that you don't? Yeah, and what would that be? Dawn smiled again. Another cold smile devoid of any sympathy. They removed the explanation? I don't know. The end of the world. It's not charged up yet. Don't try to trick us with that. I said it needed to be fully charged. Do you wait until your phone is at 100% before taking it off the charger? But trying to activate automation prematurely is... Do you have any idea the risk that it poses? Maybe they moved it to a different part. I don't know. Dawn's anger flared up. I don't have a choice. None of you understand. If Saturday wants to play with fire, then we'll dance by fire. In an instant, she was gone. And I could tell her retreat was hasty. I must have really concerned her with my newfound ability to save and load the data of the sim layer. Suki, what happens if the ultimation is activated prematurely? Nothing good. Even worse than it already would have been. The bleaching process has less power to draw from, so it's prone to... Before she could finish. Just like at the graveyard. The sky turned a violet shade of red. Chia ran over. Watch out! Immediately above us, a large meteor materialized in the air, glitching and twitching like a dying animal from the various polygons that it was made up of. Shit! Go! We ran up as fast as we could, back to Chio's car. We made it time we could only watch the meteor fell, destroying the entirety of the monument that marked the northeastern point of Japan. Did we make it? Suki grimaced. We're not out of the woods yet. Chio, get the car going now! A violent earthquake began to shake the ground. Tears and cracks in the simulated earth formed as the ground began to split apart. We jumped into Chio's car as fast as we could. As we sped down the highway, I heard a shrill laugh above us. I couldn't see who it was, but there was someone up in the sky. I knew who it was. Ah! Let's see you wiggle your way out of this one! There was no mistaking it. It was the end of the world. We'd gained an invaluable ability and sped up our time limit at the same time. There was no more turning back. This was the finale of the story. And we will explore that Tuesday. Yeah, because I see... Okay, I see there's a part 2 that's unlocked. Alright. I see it now. But like I said, we will explore that Tuesday. It's quite a lot. Yeah, I figured. And I'm out of time. It's time for me to go to eat. So thank you all so much for coming. Like, thanks again for all the subs and the raids and the follows, all that stuff. I appreciate ya. Let me go find someone to raid. Yeah, it's like next week I'm going on vacation, so I don't know. If I spend like 3-4 hours on this on Tuesday, will I be able to finish it? It was fun watching its first playthrough. You see it apart from yours. Yeah, no, it's been a lot of fun. It's like, if I spend like 3-4 hours on this on Tuesday, do you think I could finish the story, or is it still like or am I still a long ways off? It's like, you tell me. Let me finish my water. Yeah, finish the Saturday game. It depends, there's still an entire chapter after this. Yeah, you bring up a good point. I'll have to figure that out. It's like I'm going on a trip next week, so I have to play it Tuesday. I won't be able to play next Saturday. It's like, but I won't be here Saturday. I'll be on vacation. Yeah, it do be like that sometimes. Alright, thanks for coming. Good night, everyone. Rest well. Eat your vegetables. Go play some video games. Go to an arcade or something and touch some grass. Good night.